What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another sports betting video. Apologies if you hear some leaf blowers in the background. I'm on the ground floor of an apartment complex and they are doing their yard work today. So, apologies if you hear that going around. Odds jam, as I said, I like, but apparently now you can only view money lines. And you need to you pretty much need to pay for a subscription to see point spreads and pretty much everything else, which, is fine, I guess. Do what you want. I was not aware of that when I came back and started using it again after being away from it for over a year. So right now on the money line, your best odds for going into this Denver-Kansas City game for Thursday Night Football, first and foremost, not the most attractive betting night, but then again, you never know. It's going to be in Kansas City. The weather is supposed to be not great, and it's going to be very windy, which is going to play a factor. And personally, I'm interested in taking the, over here on Vegas Insider, I'm interested in the Broncos plus 10.5. You're getting plus 11 on DK, which is really great. You can only see some of the sports books here, but they are the top ones. And DraftKings is an outlier here, giving you that additional half a point at 11. And from what I've seen of the Chiefs, they hate they love to win, but they really don't like covering spreads that often. This past Sunday was really came down to the wire of not letting Kirk Cousins tie the game right there at the end. And I believe if Justin Jefferson was healthy and in the game, I think there was a strong possibility they would have tied the game and Kansas City would have won by 3 instead of covering their -5 spread. And because they won, they covered that spread. And because they're playing against Denver, which, let's be fair, the pass defense isn't great. But I honestly, I don't know. Just Thursday nights have been interesting, to say the least, and I don't know. I just have a feeling about this Broncos plus 10.5. I know they're and with the weather factoring in, I don't expect this to be a high-scoring game either. I'm also going to be taking the under on the points, so I think the Broncos can cover this 10.5 point spread. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think they can cover it, especially if it's plus 11 on DK, for instance. And simply put, is I think the Broncos receivers are better than the defensive backfield for the Chiefs, and of course, everything is going to come down to play calling and the play of Russell Wilson. Everyone's saying that why wouldn't the Chiefs cover this -10.5 against this secondary that has been the worst secondary all year, pretty much. And I get it if you have like a perfectly healthy Travis Kelce. Sure, he came in and finished the game and scored the game-winning touchdown for Kansas City on Sunday. But where I really have a lot of questions and concerns for this Chiefs offense lies in the wide receiver group: Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, Rashee Rice, and I think Justin Watson is his name. And those are just receivers that I can think of off the top of my head for their starters. They don't really jump off the page as like guys you need to be concerned about. Right now, the outside of the quarterback, it's Kelce and Pacheco, and so I would expect a healthy dose of Pacheco in this game as well. So, which is why I think this is gearing up to be a lower scoring, spread covering on the underdog type of game, and I'm just going with my gut on this one. And there's also another reason for that, which I'll get into in just a moment. Now, where was I? Going into injuries, The main injuries, I forgot to pull that up, so my apologies. The main injuries for these two games, Frank Clark for Denver is going to be out, and I think that's probably the most notable defensive player. On offense, Javonte Williams is going to be coming back, but I'm not too crazy about the Denver's running backs. I think they'll be passing the ball a lot more. The Chiefs, the big one is Travis Kelce being questionable with that ankle injury. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And as far as player props go, I'm obviously looking at Isaiah Pacheco, depending on what his rushing prop is on whatever sports book you're going with. I'm looking at the over on the rush yards. It appears to be like in the mid 70s range. I think that's a decent rushing prop to go with. And let's see, not really much as far as anytime touchdowns. I'm not. Maybe Pacheco, but I have a feeling that's not going to be like serious money there. Usually, if you're going with an anytime touchdown, you want like plus 200 odds, you know. So I don't think. I'm not really sure. Like this being slated to be a low scoring game, I'm not really. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it. There's no players outside of. I mean, I guess Kelce. You can pretty much care if it was a perfect weather kind of night. I would say Kelce, but then again, I don't think it really matters inside the red zone what the weather's doing. So, like, I'd say Kelce and Pacheco, but then again, they're going to be in the minus. I think for player prop touchdowns or for anytime touchdowns. I mean, I'll take a look. We'll see what DraftKings has to say about it. Let's see. This is why I miss having having Odds Jam. If I ever got to the point where this was the thing I did every day, I would actually pay for Odds Jam. And also, again, I'm not affiliated with them or anything. If they wanted to make me an affiliate, then yeah, sure, let's go, let's do it. But it looks like for anytime touchdowns on DraftKings, Travis Kelce and Pacheco are, Kelce minus 165, Pacheco minus 155. If you're feeling gutsy on Kansas City striking first, and maybe those two jump up at you, Kelce plus 425, Isaiah Pacheco plus 450. I think those are that's obviously really good, but that's if you want to take that swing. I would expect Kansas City to score first. And then if you're going to look at some Denver players for anytime touchdown scorers, for the wide receiver group, both Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton are in the +2, they're in the plus 200 range. Jeudy at plus 240 and Sutton at plus 230. So something to think about there. Again, I haven't checked the status of Kelce, which I will do right now while we're live. And let's take a look. Kelce still has that questionable, and he's trending upward. Okay, so I'd say it's pretty healthy. I'd say it's pretty likely that he's able to get that anytime touchdown in this game. It's no secret that he's basically the go-to guy in this offense. So now with the reason why I am one of the biggest reason why I'm picking this plus 10.5 and not like plus 11. I mean, I will be placing separate bets, but it's because I'm not sure if I brought this up before. I am in a pool with my mother-in-law, and she asks, she was doing it with her husband, and she's still doing it with him, but she added in like a second entry and is with me. And that's what this is here. You pick 5 teams, and if you go 5-0, you get like a instant payout for that week, and then they track like everybody's record through the year. So these are actually my picks for this weekend. And obviously, since I'm picking a Thursday night game, we have to submit it today. So Denver plus 10.5, Tennessee plus 3.5 against the Ravens. I honestly think in these London games, being the way that they are, I think Tennessee can easily cover that 3.5. San Fran. Now these are spreads that come out on Tuesday for this pool. So whatever the line is, that's it for the whole week, regardless of what happens. And now we're seeing reports that Deshaun Watson may not play this weekend. So that's San Fran -5. I mean, you're probably not going to find it anywhere. I think it's moved up to like minus like I don't know, 10 or like 7 or 10 or something like that. We could probably take a look right now. It's up to 7.5 -8. That's still not bad at all. I know the Browns have a good defense, but if they're going to be most likely trotting PJ Walker out there, so I think that's an easy pick. But we got the San Fran -5, Detroit -3. I'm all in on Detroit. I'm rooting for them this year. Same with San Fran. So I think Detroit can easily cover this spread against Tampa Bay. I'm not buying into the Baker Mayfield hype. We saw what happened when he played when he played a playoff caliber team in Philadelphia, and he was at home too, and he played like typical Baker Mayfield. And I think the same thing is going to happen here against Detroit, and I think everyone's going to realize, Baker Mayfield is definitely not is not any different, in this group. I mean, sure, he's played better against subpar teams like the Vikings and I forget who else he's played against, to be perfectly honest. So I think Detroit easily covers this -3 spread, especially since they're starting to get a little bit healthier. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is looking like he might play this weekend. I was kind of upset that Jameson Williams wasn't more involved in the offense. I thought he would have had a good game against Carolina, but everybody else seemed to have a good game. And then the Rams -6 against the Cardinals. Again, I think the Rams are like up there with. I mean, I'm pretty sure they beat Seattle, right, earlier in the year. I think they're the second best team in this division, right? Because it's them, San Fran, Seattle, and Arizona, and don't look too much into it. I think they're going to be able to run the ball just fine. I think they'll be able to pass the ball just fine. I think the defense will be fine. I think the league is catching up to Arizona. We saw Cincinnati handily beat them this past weekend. I think the Rams easily get this -6. I think they can obviously win. I think they could easily win by a touchdown, no problem. So those are my picks for the pool if you are so inclined. Again, I'm picking 5 because that's what the pool is slated for. If you want to do straight plays, you can. If you want to play them all in a small lottery ticket parlay, you can definitely do that as well. I'm not too heavy on this game tonight. So as if you couldn't tell, I'm not too heavy on this game. Just the spread for the Broncos and the under on the points, and most likely going with the Isaiah Pacheco rushing prop there. And that's pretty much it. And outside of that, I will be definitely making I'll definitely be making a video tomorrow to go over some college stuff, see if I can rebound. See if I can rebound from last weekend's performance. And then Saturday going into Sunday, I will definitely... Well, I think Friday as well, I'll do the rest of my picks that I'm going to be hedging on. And, that's just about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Best of luck tonight. Let me know what picks you're picking in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the way out, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.